Coming up in this Brightline construction update, this is my final update looking at the construction progress on the new stations in Aventura and Boca Raton before both stations open by the end of 2022. These two new stations are part of Brightline's Phase 1 operation, currently running in South Florida, with existing stations in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. We'll start with a look at the Aventura station. Flying north, and the new Eastern Main Line has been put into service on the far right. With this activation, trains are currently running on the outer tracks on both sides. The Ives Dairy Road crossing has been rebuilt with a wider spacing between tracks as they split to go around the platform. This is just temporary work, as the Florida Department of Transportation is working on a grade separation project on the other side of the overpass, which will allow this crossing to be closed sometime in 2023. Flying south now, and the Brightline end of the platform is getting even closer to completion, with finishing touches being applied. This station is on track to open by the end of 2022. The pedestrian overpass is having paneling applied, and the platform tower is almost ready for escalators to be installed, which is the last major piece that needs to be installed before the station is ready to open. Work has slowed on the commuter end of the platform, since it is not necessary for it to be finished to open the station for Brightline. A turnout is ready to be installed to connect the interstation track on the west side with the Western Main Line. A turnout has already been installed on the Eastern Main Line in the distance. Looking over toward the station building itself, and it is very close to being complete, with additional landscaping installed around the entrance. The parking lot at the station, which is the smallest of any of Brightline stations, has been paved and striped since my last visit. The front section near the station building will be devoted to pickup and drop-off, and Brightline Plus, with parking in the back. Landscaping is nearing completion. Pavers on this side of the entrance are now complete, and the station building is now painted. The station does have its initial occupancy permit, and Brightline has done an initial event to show off the overall interior. Furniture and signage are being installed now. The solar canopy will be able to provide the majority, if not all, of the electricity required to run the station. A new sign has been installed as well. The tower leading to the pedestrian bridge is getting closer to completion, with windows being installed. The concrete floor and roof of the pedestrian bridge has been poured and external framing is being added. The pedestrian bridge will be split to separate Brightline's passengers, who will have station lounge access and pass through security, from commuters. There will also be separate elevators in both towers. The staircase will be used once commuter service begins. You can see more of the windows that have recently been installed on the tower here. The interior should be completed once it is fully dried in. Scaffolding has been erected on the east side of the tower so it can be completed. Work on the tower roof is also nearing completion. This staircase comes down to the low-level platform meant for the future commuter service. Details on this service, including who will operate it and what equipment will be used, has not been announced yet. Staged on the road here are the 2 escalators that will be installed in the platform tower to provide access to the Brightline platform. They have been installed as of when this video was released. Both towers also have elevators for both passengers and baggage. You can see one of them here. Interior work on the platform tower should commence once its windows are installed. The crossover and the track on the right will provide some operational flexibility in the future after additional upgrade work is done. We'll now head north to Boca Raton. Scaffolding has gone up around the building, as the exterior details are completed in advance of painting. All of the track work required for when the first phase of the station is opened by the end of 2022 is complete and in service. A single platform will be capable of handling the initial service here, with a second platform, pedestrian bridge, and 4th track to be added in the future. The platform canopy is in the process of being installed, with roof panels installed on the south end of the platform so far. The tower is part of the future proofing being done now to prevent passenger disruptions when the second platform is added in the future. The windows are almost all installed on this side of the building. The windows and some of the architectural details have plastic coverings, likely in preparation for some painting. The tower just needs to be structurally complete and enclosed by the time the station opens, with finishing details added in the future when the second platform is added. Here's another look along the length of the platform. Some of the initial work in the future drop-off, pickup, and parking area is beginning. The new parking garage, which will be shared with the city library, is more or less complete, with some final painting ongoing. The little yard on the south end of the station building is the service area for deliveries and mechanical equipment. Here is a lower level flight through the site. This end of the building will have the main entrance. And here's a quick peek inside from the platform side. To finish off, the city of Boca Raton has done some work to redesign and landscape First Avenue along the platform to make it more pedestrian friendly. While it still may look rough, this station should be open by the end of 2022. As an added bonus, friend and FECRS member Andrew Crawford sent me some updated footage from Boca Raton, filmed roughly 2 weeks after the rest of this video on December 1st, 2022. Here you can see the building in the process of being painted along with the tower. Crews continue to work on assembling the platform canopy. The parking garage is still having its final touches completed. Here are more freshly delivered parts of the platform canopy ready to be unloaded and installed. The station sign has also been delivered and installed. Here's another crew working the platform canopy, along with a look at the new landscaping along the sidewalk next to the platform. Painting is also ongoing on the west side of the building. And finally, here is bright orange passing the station. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.